Hey Pisces, I'm tuning in for a reading today. Let's go ahead and see what messages Spirit has for you today. As I was meditating on your energy, Pisces, I received a message from Spirit that you may want to wear the color black, or maybe you do wear the color black a lot. And Spirit is saying that there's a significance behind this. It is to conserve your energy, but it's also to reinforce your power. So I don't know if you like the color black. I don't know if you wear black clothes, but there's something big coming in with this color and what it represents and how it makes you feel. But I'm hearing conserve your energy. Yeah, Pisces, I don't know for who that message is for, but I'm hearing wear more black or tune into the energy of that color. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Holy Spirit, channel through the messages that Pisces needs to hear most at this time. What are your messages for Pisces? What does Pisces need to hear, Holy Spirit? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Wild card. Psychic powers. Pisces. Okay, so I'm literally getting chills right now, and I feel like this has to do with the color black. Some of you Pisces, you have a heightened sensitivity to your surroundings, whether this is energy, people's thoughts, people's energies, whatever it is, Pisces, you're picking up on a lot. And this is why the color black is important, because it not only conserves your energy, it's also a very grounding color, and it's also a color for protection. So Pisces, I'm getting something here about wearing more black or tuning into that energy because your psychic powers, either they're being upgraded or Spirit is turning up the heat in a sense. You may be dreaming a lot more. You may be seeing a lot more synchronicities, angel numbers. You may be receiving information, downloads, whatever this is, Pisces. There's a very heightened sensitivity about your psychic abilities. And some of you Pisces, you're aware of this, and others of you, you're feeling the symptoms, but you may not know why. You may not know what this is about. Okay, so psychic powers, wild card, tell me more. What does Pisces need to know right now, Holy Spirit? What does Pisces need to know right now? Your privacy is your protection and your power. Ooh, Pisces. Yeah. There's something here about really conserving your energy and having very clear boundaries where your energy begins and where it ends. What belongs to you, what doesn't belong to you. Some of you Pisces, you may not know that you internalize other people's energy because Pisces do absorb, okay? Pisces absorb their environment. So if you're around the right vibes, you're going to absorb that energy. But if you're around people that are in fear, people that are negative, people that like to complain, people that have a lot of doubt, or I don't know, Pisces, people that feel lost or confused. It's almost like Spirit wants you to really protect yourself from these energies because you are getting spiritual upgrades and your sensitivity is rising. And this is not sensitivity as in you're feeling emotional and you're crying. No, you're just picking up on a lot of things. You're making sense of things, Pisces, on a whole another level. It's like you're seeing things on all levels, okay? Not just surface level. You're seeing the spiritual side to it. You're seeing the energetic side. You're seeing how it plays into your psychology, to your decisions, to your thoughts. Everything is connecting, okay? I meant what I said. Wild card, psychic powers. Privacy is protection and power. I meant what I said. Pisces, there's something here about not budging or changing your mind or allowing someone to sway your opinion or influence your thought process. Okay, this is all you right now, Pisces. So, Spirit wants you to know that you're being guided at this time, and you may need to silence the voices around you. You may need to cut through the noise so that you can really hear your own intuition, so that you can hear your guidance, because Spirit is speaking. Okay, this is why you're getting some kind of upgrade to your psychic powers or your psychic abilities because you're about to receive instructions or you're about to receive guidance. Okay, wild card is saying that you're about to do something very unexpected or something unpredictable to other people. Okay, I meant what I said. There's something here about standing your ground and not budging, not changing your mind, not being indecisive about something. Some of you Pisces, you need to be aware what it is that you're posting. What are you telling other people? If you have a specific routine where people expect to see you at a specific hour or they know where you're going to be, change it up. Okay, so I don't know for who that message is for. I just saw 444 on the clock. Change up your routine, change up your approach, change up your energy a little bit. Okay, because wild card says you're either about to say or do something that's very unexpected or very unpredictable, and your privacy is what protects you, Pisces. You may have a lot of nosy people around you, a lot of intrusive energies. Yeah, protect your privacy because your abilities are being heightened And there's things that you don't need around you. You don't need to have some kind of cognitive overwhelm, picking up on other people's problems, picking up on other people's thoughts, picking up on their fears, picking up on their energies. You don't need a cognitive overload because it's going to cause you to shut down. So protect your privacy, protect your space, protect your energy, wear more black. Okay, so I don't know for who that message is for. If it doesn't resonate, it's not for you. It may just be for one person out there, but the color black is going to help you feel safe, grounded, protected, and it's going to conserve your energy. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Energy conservation. It's like your energy is not going to leak out, and you're also not going to take other people's energy. So there's something here about the color black, maybe even wearing an obsidian crystal, or yeah, okay, something here with the color black, tuning into what it means. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know right now? You are the blueprint. Green light. Okay, so you're about to receive the green light for something, Pisces, and it's going to require some kind of action, but Spirit is preparing you. This is why you need to cut through the noise so that you can hear your intuition, so that you can hear your own inner voice with clarity and not your ego or your mind or other people's opinions or thought process. Okay, this is about you, Pisces. It's not about anybody else, because you're about to receive the green light to do something or to move in a specific direction. You are the blueprint. Pisces, you're not a copy. You are the original. You are authentic. And there's something here about really tuning into what that means for you. Because when you think about other people, other people's success, other people's way of life, other people's beliefs, there's a tendency to relate. Okay. And there's something here about not doing that. Okay. Because you're different. Your path is different. Whatever this is, Pisces, it's about you. You are the blueprint. There's something here that you're trailblazing, or you may be the first to do this. So there's no one to relate to, there's no one to compare with, there's no one to compete with. Okay, this is your own path. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Again, Pisces, we have passive aggressive. We had this card in your last reading. Okay, it's 100 and something cards. So when the same cards come out, Spirit's trying to tell you something here. And the next card is once a snake, always a snake. So these came out together. Someone here, Pisces, that has either betrayed you in the past or has said something behind your back or has exhibited some kind of passive aggressive behavior is around you. Okay, there's someone, I just heard there's snakes in the grass. There's someone around you, Pisces. You are being watched, and you may feel this. You're not paranoid, you're not overthinking, you're not making things up. You are being watched. And I'm getting here, Pisces, that there's a lot of people that are trying to slither their way in. They're trying to read your body language. They're trying to really pay attention to your moves, where you're at, your routines. Someone is studying you, Pisces. So if you feel like you're being watched, you are being watched. And this is not to alert you or to make you paranoid. It's not. Okay. This is why the first message that came in was to wear more black. Okay. And to really conserve your energy, your privacy is your protection. The less they know, the better. Okay. Let them assume things and change it up. Change up your routines, change up the times that you go to certain places. Maybe go to a different location. There's something here about doing things in a different way because you are being watched and there is snakes in the grass. Okay, passive aggressive behavior. Someone knows that they can't directly take you on. Okay, so they're slithering their way in. Okay, this person may pretend to be a friend. This person may pretend to want to get to know you. I'm going to have to clarify these cards, but they came out together. Okay, so if you're noticing any passive aggressive behavior, this person's a snake. Okay, you can't trust them. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? And what do you want Pisces to know at this time? Ooh. Emotional manipulation. Ooh. Here's the thing about emotional manipulation. When it comes to mental manipulation, people tell lies. Okay, so they manipulate through information. When it comes to emotional manipulation, it's harder to catch because people make you feel things. So you may question yourself because if they trigger an emotion and it's a good feeling or a good emotion, you may not know how to. Yeah, some people, they're very well versed on all kinds of manipulation, whether it's energetic, mental, emotional. But for some of you Pisces, There's something here about not putting too much weight on the feelings and the emotions, also thinking with your head, thinking with your logic, and most importantly, with your intuition. If you feel something, but you don't have evidence, you don't have proof, trust the feeling. Okay, because sometimes you don't know how to articulate what it is that you're feeling, but you feel something. Okay, so trust that, because we have emotional manipulation and these cards came out together. So passive aggressive, once a snake, always a snake. Someone who has exhibited snake behavior, who tends to backstab, who tends to betray, who tends to gossip, that is a part of their character. It's not the first time that they're doing this. It's not against you, Pisces. It's just who they are as a person. And if they think they have a chance to get away with it, they're going to go for the chance. Okay. They do it because they can. So don't give someone that power. Pisces, spirit wants you to protect something about yourself or something about what it is that you know, because you're the first to do this. You are the blueprint. You are the first one. You're trailblazing a new path. No one's done it like this before. And spirit wants you to know that because of that, it attracts a lot of attention. It attracts a lot of curiosity or nosy people trying to understand and figure things out. And the thing about being liked or the thing about validation is when you accept the compliments, you're more likely to accept the insults as well. Okay, so there's something here, Pisces, about validating yourself and not letting it come from an external source. With you are the blueprint, you're the first to do something and it's not going to look like someone else's path. So don't try to compare or to relate or to understand yourself through other people or other people's paths, okay? Because you are the blueprint. You're the first to do something in a specific way, and spirit wants you to protect that, okay? Whoever it is that you're becoming, whatever it is that you're working on, do it in silence, okay? Your privacy is literally your protection and your power. So keep that in mind, Pisces. Psychic powers are being heightened. So you may have more sensitivity to everything going on around you. You may feel more overwhelmed, or you may feel a cognitive overload to the point where you feel the need to shut down. And this is why spirit wants you to have more boundaries, okay? Not all the energy that's coming in belongs to you. Not all of those thoughts are your own. Holy Spirit, clarify emotional manipulation. What do you want Pisces to know about emotional manipulation? What is this about? What does Pisces need to know? Okay, 10 of Pentacles. What do you want Pisces to know about emotional manipulation, Holy Spirit? I just heard someone feels emotionally bankrupt. The 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles are complete opposite. Okay, this is the wealthiest card in the deck. Okay, Pentacles talks about physical things like money, resources, opportunities, contracts, taxes. Okay, this is physical. And the 10 of Pentacles is literally the most prosperous, wealthiest card in the deck. The 5 of Pentacles, this is scarcity mindset. Okay, this is a feeling of defeat. This is a feeling of being locked out in the cold. Okay, it's a feeling of abandonment. So someone here is emotionally bankrupt, and it's almost like they come to you because they get a rise from your energy, or they feel uplifted or heightened around you. Okay, so this is why they're trying to slither their way in. Pisces, the reason why people manipulate, the reason why people betray, the reason why people backstab is because they're trying to get something out of the situation. And if they feel like they can get away with it, they're going to try. So just know, Pisces, that you are very valuable and people realize this. And this is why they come around. This is why you may face a lot of sneaky or shady people, okay? Because there's something that you need to protect, okay? Only you're going to know what this is. This 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles in the upright. Someone feels emotionally bankrupt and they come to you as a source, or they come to latch on or attach themselves to your energy. Okay, whoever this person is, they don't want to do the work themselves. The key is literally right here. They can open their own door, but they don't do that. Okay, it's almost like vampiric energy. They want someone else to do it. I just heard spoon feeding. Okay, they want someone to spoon feed them, and this can be parasitic vampiric energy where they take from others. They feed off of other people's energy. Okay, I literally heard emotionally bankrupt. Okay, so this person comes to you for some kind of rise or high or some kind of upliftment. Okay, and because it says once a snake, always a snake, it's not someone that you can trust. This is not someone that you're helping get better, Pisces. This is someone that just wants to take. So passive aggressive behavior because you have something that they want, and at the same time, they're not willing to do the work to become that. Okay, because 5 of Pentacles is halfway from the 10 of Pentacles. They're not willing to do the work. It's almost like they want to tap into you instead of tapping into their own power. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify emotional manipulation. The Chariot in the reverse, you're not going anywhere with that kind of behavior. Pisces, there's a level here of clarity that you've attained in your life to where you're not letting things slide. You're not accepting things that you used to accept. You're not giving people the benefit of the doubt. You're not giving them a chance to get close enough to hurt you. And their plans, their schemes are being derailed. Okay. The Chariot in the upright means that you're moving full force towards a goal and you're making things happen. In the reverse, Spirit is not allowing them near you. Spirit is not allowing them to carry out a plan, Pisces. And this person feels lost. Okay. They feel locked out. Instead of looking within, instead of doing the work, this person is in some kind of victim mindset, okay? And they think that you have the answers, they think that you are the solution. But the truth is, whatever it is that they need is found within themselves, okay? But again, they're not taking the actions to open the door. Yeah, Chariot in the reverse. Their efforts are being derailed or they're being blocked, okay? This person's trying to come towards you full force, full speed, but Spirit is not allowing this to happen, okay? This person is a snake. Chariot in the reverse, a lack of energetic focus, a lack of self-discipline, going in the wrong direction, a tendency to speed past the needs of others. Pisces, this person doesn't care who falls in the process as long as they get what it is that they want, okay? This is snake behavior, okay? That's how snakes operate. That's why they're seen as, there's so many meanings to a snake. Some people say that it represents wisdom or medicine, but in this case, it represents betrayal, sneakiness, and shadiness, okay? So with the Chariot in the reverse, this is a person who doesn't care if you help them. They're gonna bite the hand that feeds them. They don't care. They don't have a sense of loyalty. They don't have a sense of teamwork or cooperation. This person is out to fend for themselves, and this is why they're in this position, okay? This person is literally a vampire of energy and maybe even resources. Okay, again, they have the key to open the door, they're just choosing not to do it. And with the Chariot in the reverse, they speed past the needs of others. If they can, they will, Pisces. So don't give them that opportunity, is what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. What do you want Pisces to know about this Five of Pentacles? Okay, the first card is a Star in the reverse. Okay, this came out sideways. I'll take it in the upright. Ace of Wands in the upright, and then the Five of Wands in the reverse. So we have 5-5 coming in. 5 is a number of change and transformation. It's also a number of chaos. So 5 of Pentacles clarified by the Star in the reverse, the Ace of Wands, and the 5 of Wands in the reverse. This person had high hopes for something to happen. I don't know if this is in relation to you, but they're losing faith, okay? See how the 5 of Pentacles, she's almost in a fetal position. She feels defeated, okay? The Star in the reverse talks about losing hope, traumatic events, things not happening, things being delayed. And the Ace of Wands talks about a new beginning. But here's the thing, 5 of Wands in the reverse. This person's trying to open a door or have a new beginning with you, but they have a very competitive, toxic, chaotic, envious, jealous energy. The 5 of Wands is toxic competition. Instead of working together to get to the fire, it's almost like this crab mentality where they try and pull everybody down, okay? So it almost feels like if you win in life, this person feels like they're losing. That's the kind of mentality they have. It's scarcity mindset. 5 of Pentacles. When you are in the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so this emotional manipulation, Pisces, is because this person wants to gain some kind of access or proximity to you. But the truth is, this is what's driving them. It's some kind of competitive energy. It's some kind of jealousy. And there's a lot of chaos and toxicity in this person's life. So the Ace of Wands is wanting to spark something, wanting to reignite something. Yeah, Star in the reverse. They're losing hope that their strategies are going to work on you. Okay, there's something here that you've learned, Pisces. There's something here that you've changed about yourself to where if in the past you gave someone the benefit of the doubt, or you waited for evidence or proof, or you trusted in someone's potential, you're not doing that anymore. You are trusting your guidance, you're trusting your intuition, and you're doing what's best for you, and it doesn't serve this person's agenda. Okay, so the Ace of Wands, they want a new start here, but what's driving them is some kind of competitive, toxic energy. So you don't need that in your field. You don't need that around you, Pisces. Once a snake, always a snake. If you feel like you're being watched, Pisces, if you feel like people are around you, or you feel a little bit paranoid because you're noticing a lot of eyes on you, okay, it's not paranoia. You're not imagining things. It's true. So with passive aggressive behavior, watch out for people's words, Pisces, because the truth is going to slip out. Pisces, there's something here about knowing your worth and knowing your value, okay? Not letting someone negotiate you out of your worth, not letting someone take credit for something you did, because the Ten of Pentacles, you're being viewed as a full package or someone who's achieved something when someone else is feeling emotionally bankrupt. And this is why they're trying to make a connection here, because they feel like if they can one up you, they feel like if they can some way, somehow gain access to you, that they're going to get a hit of this energy. And I'm hearing from Spirit, Pisces, this is why you need to protect yourself. This is why you need to change up your routines, your schedules. This is why you need to be a little bit more unpredictable, because your very first card is wild card. Okay, wild card is about doing something people are not expecting, is about doing something unpredictable, and keep people on their toes, keep them guessing. Because the thing is, Pisces, is not to say that there's some bad people out there or good people, but human nature, even nice people or good people, will do shady things if they think that they can get away with it. So don't give them that opportunity, okay? Privacy is your protection, privacy is your power. You are the blueprint, and there's something here that you're needing to protect about yourself. Only you're going to know what this is, Pisces, but you're about to get the green light to move forward with something. Okay, so I meant what I said. There's something here about standing on business and not budging, not letting a snake influence your decisions or confuse you. Otherwise, trust your intuition before you trust someone else's opinion. Yeah, they don't know your path, Pisces. They don't know where you're headed. They don't know what it is that you've been through. And the passive aggressiveness is going to reveal this person's true colors. I just heard it was a joke. Okay, I literally just heard that. So if you catch someone joking, Pisces, but they're really trying to tell you something in that joke, trust that. Okay, it's not a joke. This person is testing boundaries. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify, once a snake, always a snake. What do you want Pisces to know? Once a snake, always a snake. Four of Swords. This is someone that you already had to heal from, or this is an experience that you've already been through before. Whether you were betrayed, whether you were backstabbed, whether someone was gossiping about you, it's something that you already had to overcome. It's something that you already had to heal from, because the Four of Swords is the card of healing. The Three of Swords is the heartbreak, is the disappointment, but the Four of Swords is resting, recovering, healing. So, Pisces, you move forward from some kind of deceptive behavior or someone who didn't have your best interest at heart. And for some of you, it may have really hurt you to the point where you have to take your heart out or turn off your emotions and really lead with logic, because swords represents the mind space. So yeah, Pisces, in the past, you may have lived a life that was more heart-led, and now you're learning how to use your head to live with your heart. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify, once a snake, always a snake. What does Pisces need to know about this? Okay, Page of Pentacles, stay grounded. Seven of Wands, protect yourself and protect your boundaries, because you have haters. This is the card of boundaries, protection, and haters. As you can see here, all these ones are opinions or people trying to take a dig, okay? But as long as you stay high vibrational, as long as you stay above the hate, they can't burst your bubble. They can't enter your space. And as you can see here, her solar plexus chakra is literally glowing. That is where your power comes from. So as long as you can stay high vibrational, they're not going to burst your bubble. They're not going to even get close to you. So Pisces, it's all about remaining grounded in your truth. Four of Swords, do the healing work that you have to do for yourself. Seven of Wands, enforce your boundaries. Don't just set boundaries, follow through with them. Okay, because people will test you at times. As you can see here, this wand is very close. You see how all these wands are down here? This one's very close. It's almost like someone wants to gain some kind of access or proximity to you, because they're trying to burst your bubble. They're trying to get in your space. Okay, I just heard they're trying to get in your head. Seven of Wands, challenge, grounding and protecting yourself, movement and growth, creative innovation, remaining ahead, feeling vulnerable, a sign to continue to share your ideas, self-expression, defending yourself, being attacked, being misunderstood, a need to erect energetic boundaries. It says here, haters, they'll emerge only after you've made it onto your perch, whipping their wands about and asking you to defend your accomplishment. You don't owe anyone explanations. You don't need to ask for permission, Pisces. And the more that you give in, the more that you give them access, the more entitled they're going to feel to your energy. I don't know for who that message is for. It says here, sometimes competition emerges as a result of shining brightly in the world. If you're feeling attacked after sharing your magic, it is important to remember that others likely want what you have. So stand up bravely and continue to do your beautiful thing. Mindfully call feelings of love and well-being into your body and create a protective bubble of energy around you. Remain synchronized and aligned with your bright vision, and reject any low vibe negative states that others may be pushing. You don't have to accept their opinion as truth, especially when they're vying for your position. Check to make sure you're acting in a way that is aligned with your highest values. And when you know that you are, don't let anyone stop you from achieving your dreams. Your affirmation is, I am deserving of this success and I will bravely shine my light into the world. Pisces, this is beautiful because the Seven of Wands, again, it's not just a card of protection and boundaries, it is a card of haters. It's a card of really having to stand up and fight for what it is that you believe in and what's yours. It's a card of protecting what it is that you've built. And as you can see here, there's something here about remaining centered and grounded, not allowing someone to sway your emotions, not allowing someone to trigger a reaction from you. Okay? Again, these can be opinions, digs, insults, whatever this is. Okay, these ones are trying to burst your bubble, and when you give in to that energy, that is when you descend to their level. Okay, when you're trying to match the energy, you have to get on their level. That's the thing, Pisces, about matching energy. That's why it's not always the best way to go about it. If you're trying to stay high vibrational, don't give them the time of day. Don't give them that kind of access. Don't give them that energy, because what they want is a reaction. What they want is a trigger. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, remain grounded. There's something here that you're being guided to do. And as you can see, in every single one of these cards, her eyes are closed. She's going within. She's not looking outside of herself for answers. She's not looking for a solution. She's not asking around. She's going within because she already has it. She already knows what to do. All you have to do, Pisces, is tune in. Cut the noise. The answers are not outside of you. And Pisces, a lot of you already know that, okay? So you may be guided into moments of solitude. You may be guided into hermit mode. We don't have the hermit card here, but as you can see here, it's only you. I'm not seeing anybody else. This is about you. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, remain grounded, remain centered. Because there's something here that you're building upon. There's a foundation that you're strengthening. Four of Swords. I feel like this already happened. You are the kind of person, Pisces, to do the healing work. You take your healing seriously and you did the work, because the Three of Swords is a shattered heart. Okay? In the Four of Swords, you already sewed it back together. It's not inside of your body, meaning that you're not maybe connected to it as much, or you're not wearing your heart on your sleeve, but you already healed the heart. You already sewed it back together. Okay? And the Three of Swords is literally shattered, it's broken. But here, it's like you're resting and you already sewed it back together. So you took your healing seriously, and now you're getting the rewards. Now you're getting more opportunities. And the Page of Pentacles is all about remaining grounded. If you don't know what to say, if you don't know what to do, if someone is pressuring you, Pisces, the best response is no response. Give them nothing. Okay, Seven of Wands. Protect your boundaries, protect your space, and don't let someone trigger a reaction, because that's what they want. They want a rise. They feel emotionally bankrupt, so they feel like if they can trigger a reaction from you, they can take that energy. Okay, because you're currently at the Ten of Pentacles and they're at the Five. That's why, Pisces. This is why you can't give in to their games. You can't give in to their, I don't know what this is, Pisces. It's going to be different things for different people. But if you feel the need to lash out, if you feel the need to prove yourself, pause. Don't give them that pleasure. Don't give them that reaction. Don't fall into the traps that they're setting, okay? Because they're only getting caught up in their own games. Yeah. Swords, a time of deep rest, transmutation of shadow, healing from burnout, taking a brief holiday from your reality, renewal, self-love. This deep resting period in your life marks a moment of intentional healing and self-care. More than just integral to your wellness, it is integral to your being at this time, body, mind, and spirit. How you heal is your choice, and you can find quiet regeneration through sleep or other restorative practices, like meditation, journaling, energy healing, etc. Consciously deciding to slow down the process before sprinting ahead. The hustle can be tumultuous and demanding, and the only person who can really direct your own radical recovery is you. Tend to your wounds, as you may be on the verge of burnout. Your nest will grow around you as you sleep, and the landscape of your life will shift beautifully as you fall into your own rejuvenating energy. In your dream state, you will transmute and transform your experiences and emerge renewed, whole, and ready to rise. But first, you must rest. Your affirmation is, I give myself permission to slow down and heal. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Pisces, there's something here about conserving your energy, protecting your boundaries, and not really giving into the triggers, not giving someone what it is that they want, okay? Because someone here is emotionally bankrupt and they're trying to get a trigger, a reaction. They want you to defend yourself, they want you to justify, they want you to explain. And you're not doing that. You're not giving in. Pisces, it's almost like someone wants you to prove something, and it's a part of a game here. Five of Wands in the reverse. This is crab mentality. It's almost like you're going up the hill, and the more that people are yelling at you or screaming certain things about you or wanting you to explain yourself or defend yourself, it's like you have to stop your climb up the mountain to justify yourself or to tell them, hey, that's not the truth, that's not how it happened. And that's taking time and energy away from the things that you're actually meant to be doing. So if you're going up the mountain and these people are screaming behind you, Pisces, there's a need to not give it attention, because that's what it wants. It wants attention. If you don't give it the attention or the energy, it's going to starve. And you're just going to continue to move up the mountain to the point where you can't hear them anymore. Okay? So Seven of Wands, protect your energetic boundaries and stay high vibrational so that they don't penetrate your energy. Okay? That's what they want. They want to rise. They want an energetic reaction from you. Okay? Ace of Wands, they want to trigger something. They want to ignite something here. They want to start something with you, but that's not in your best interest. And again, Pisces, it is your final say. It is your decision. Just because someone wants something doesn't mean that you should give it. Just because someone texts or calls doesn't mean that you should answer. Just because someone knocks on your door doesn't mean that you should open. That is your choice. That is your decision. And you don't owe anybody anything. And yeah, these people are haters, okay? Once a snake, always a snake. That's what you have to keep in mind, Pisces. These are people that can't be trusted. And if you allow them around you, you're always going to be on alert, okay? You're always going to be watching your back and really having to read into the situation, which is going to take more energy away from the things that you're meant to be doing. So if you don't trust someone, create distance. Don't question it, don't doubt it, don't wait for evidence. Trust your intuition. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? What do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? Okay, cut them off. 100 and something cards, Pisces, and we keep getting the same messages. So yeah, Spirit is trying to get a message across here. For some of you, if this person is still around you, you may need to mark a very clear boundary or block them, delete them, cut them off, whatever it is that you need to do. 38 on the clock. Some of you Pisces, you may start to see a lot of repeating numbers, a lot of angel numbers, and Spirit is either giving you confirmation, synchronicities, or you may want to look into the meaning of that number. What does it mean for you? Because there's guidance that's coming in, but the more that you quiet the outside, the stronger your intuition is what I'm getting here. So psychic powers, I meant what I said. There's something here about standing on business and not budging, not allowing someone to change your mind, not swaying from a decision. And yes, trusting yourself. 10 of Pentacles to the Four Swords. You have to make sure, Pisces, that you're good before you ever try to help someone else. And if you're being guided to give to someone, or if you're being guided to share your energy, make sure that it is out of alignment, not out of guilt. If someone's trying to guilt you into something, Pisces, then it's not in alignment. Okay, 10 of Pentacles to the 5 of Pentacles. You don't owe anybody anything, Pisces, and it's not in a negative way, because you're naturally generous, you're naturally giving, but in the past has got you caught up in someone else's game. And this may have caused some kind of emotional manipulation where people took your kindness or your generosity for granted, or they used that against you. Someone may have used your own emotions against you, and this is why you had to heal. But now that you have, you've learned the lesson. Yeah, Pisces, don't let someone guilt you into something. You are your own responsibility, okay? Their emotions, whatever it is that they're going through, especially when they're a snake, especially when there's someone that you can't trust, even then, Pisces, you're such a giver that you would still feel compassion, you would still feel empathy, and Spirit is saying, don't let that be your downfall, okay? Don't allow your own empathy or your own emotions or compassion to be used against you. There's a time and a place, and the Four Swords is saying that you already had to go through a very hard cycle because you allowed your heart, your emotions to be taken advantage of by someone who was a snake. Okay, so cut them off, Pisces. If they're still around you, if they're still in your life, if they're trying to guilt you into something, don't allow that to happen. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify, cut them off. What do you want Pisces to know? What is this about? Okay, 4 Cups in the reverse. Someone in your life is either not happy, dissatisfied, is lacking some kind of fulfillment, and they feel like they're going to find it in you, or they're going to find some kind of meaning or purpose within you, because you have a goal, you have a mission, and you're going places. Because this person feels like they don't have that, they feel like if they can just latch themselves onto you, that you're going to give them some kind of life or excitement, or that you're going to give them that pep in their step. But the Four of Cups is in the reverse. You can't allow someone's void to become your own, because the more that you give to them, it's almost like a pocket with a hole in it. Okay, it's like the more stuff you put in there, it's just falling right out. This is this person's mentality. They haven't done the inner work, so they feel empty, and they feel like because you have things going on, if they attach themselves to you, they're going to get that rise. They're gonna have a purpose. They're gonna have a sense of direction. But the thing is, they're just attaching. Okay, don't allow this person to create a trauma bond with you, because a lost person who doesn't know who they are or doesn't know where they want to go and they're not willing to do the work, if they just attach themselves to you, Pisces, it's almost like a vacuum. They're sucking the energy, but because there's a hole, there's a void, it's not doing anything for them and it's not doing anything for you either. Okay, there's something about empowering a person versus enabling their bad behavior. Okay, so Four of Cups in the reverse. This is why you have to cut this person off. This person is looking to feed off of your energy. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify, cut them off. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a person that's very indecisive, or they change their mind a lot, or they don't know what they want. Okay, Two of Pentacles talks about juggling, not knowing if they're going to stay in the past or they're going to allow themselves to grow towards what it is that they're being guided to. Because this person doesn't have a sense of direction, they think that you're the answer, or they think that you're going to, I don't know what this is, Pisces. It's almost like they're looking for meaning in you, and that's not healthy. It's like they're trying to trauma bond to you, and Spirit doesn't want you to do that, because the Five of Pentacles is an energy of scarcity. It's an energy of loss. It's an energy of maybe even trying to guilt you into something. Okay, whereas the Ten of Pentacles, you're here because you did the work, and the Five of Wands can even talk about, if you let this person in, this is not someone that you can trust. This is someone who's very competitive and who may take whatever they can have or get and then use that against you. Okay, once a snake, always a snake. There's a story, Pisces, of the scorpion and the frog, and I don't remember exactly how the story goes, but Spirit is bringing it up. But basically, the scorpion begs the frog to cross it through a river to get to the other side. And the frog is saying, no, I know your nature, I know who you are. And if I allow you to ride on my back, you're going to hurt me, or you're going to injure me or stab me, okay? Whatever scorpions do. And the scorpion finally convinces the frog. The frog already had better judgment, the frog already knew, but it allowed itself to believe the scorpion. And the scorpion, because that's its nature, it didn't care if it drowned in the process, because if it stabs the frog, they're both going to drown in the river. And I don't know exactly how the story goes, but basically the frog ends up agreeing and takes the scorpion on its back through the river. And halfway through the river, the scorpion stings the frog. And the frog literally asks why. And the scorpion said, it's my nature. 44:44 on the clock, Pisces. I just seen 4:44, now 44:44 on the clock. And guess what? They both drown. Meaning that this person doesn't care if they're going to take you down in the process. That's their mentality. Because they sabotage themselves, they don't care to sabotage other people. So you already have better judgment. You already have good discernment. Your information's already on point. So don't let someone convince you otherwise. Don't let them influence your thought process or your decisions, okay? Because that's their nature. As long as they don't do the work, they're going to remain the same. That is their character, okay? They may show different faces. They may act different in specific different places and push boundaries to see how much they can get away with, but don't allow them to do that with you, okay? That is their nature, Pisces. That's a sad thing. People can change, but it rarely happens. If it's being enforced upon them, or if people are asking them to change, that's not how it works. It has to be a genuine desire to change, and it has to come from within. And this person's not there, okay? Five of Pentacles. They're not there. It's like they're looking for meaning or direction in other people. They're not doing the work. They have the key here to unlock their own door, but they don't want to, okay? It's a very defeated energy. It's a very, yeah, I'm getting self-sabotage. This person is willing to sabotage themselves. They're willing to shoot themselves in the foot in order to take someone else down, okay? This person doesn't care if they have to lose in the process, as long as they can take someone else down with them, okay? Five of Pentacles to the Five of Wands. Yeah, this person needs to change that, but no one else can influence that decision. No one else can want that for them. You can lead the horse to water. You can't force the horse to drink. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify, cut them off. Whoa, that's a lot of cards. I'm going to take these cards. Clarify, cut them off, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know? It's a lot of cards. I'm going to take one more. What do you want Pisces to know about cut them off? Okay, 5 of Cups in the reverse. 9 of Wands in the reverse. Pisces, I literally just heard a verse of a song, and I don't know the name of the song. The verse that I heard is, say something, I'm giving up on you. So this person wants you to say something, this person wants you to talk, to engage, and you're not giving them anything. It's almost like this person takes any little bit of fuel, any little bit of energy, and that's what they feed on. Because you haven't given them any supplies, it's almost like they have no other source to get that energy from, so they're perishing, just like a parasite. As long as you don't give it your energy or your attention, it's going to perish. You're going to starve it. So if this person is vampiric, if this person feeds on other people's energy, okay, I keep hearing, say something, I'm giving up on you. Pisces, there's something here about really conserving your energy. Don't give this person what it is that they want, because they're looking for the littlest of things as fuel to keep coming back or to try harder, okay? 5 of Cups in the reverse. This person, Pisces, they're resisting a spiritual awakening. They're resisting an ego death because they don't want to change. They're not happy where they are, okay? They feel dissatisfied. They feel unfulfilled. They're going through a lot of indecision. They're juggling a lot of things. And the 5 of Cups in the reverse, there's a lot of sadness and disappointment, okay? This person feels like a void. They feel like a vacuum. So yeah, it doesn't matter how much you give, Pisces. It's almost like it's a pocket with a hole. The more you put in there, it's just like falling right out. So you can't do the work for this person. In the past, Pisces, you may have tried to save this person, or this person may have wanted you to save them, but you can't do that, Pisces. 5 of Pentacles in the upright. This person's lesson is to learn how to value themselves and do the inner work and finally change. You can't learn the lessons for them. And there's a difference between empowering and enabling, okay? The more their behavior is enabled, the longer they stay the same. So this person has to reach a point where, whether this is rock bottom, whatever this is, they have to reach a point where they finally make the shift. And no one else can help them with that, okay? This is something that has to happen within themselves. So it's not that you're being selfish, it's not that you're being a bad person. Don't let someone guilt you into saving them, okay? Because you can't save them, they have to save themselves. That is the lesson. They have to become their own hero, just like you have. You've become your own hero, and this is why you've made it, Pisces. 7 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Stay grounded. Stay grounded in your own energy and know what belongs to you and what doesn't. Because you may even pick up on other people's thoughts of helplessness, and maybe even thoughts of abandonment or defeat, okay? Maybe even thoughts of jealousy or envy. The 5 of Cups, there's a lot of sadness and disappointment, okay? This person feels broken, but you can't save them, okay? Cut them off, Pisces, because the more that you give to them, it's just a vacuum. It's not really helping them because there's a void there. Yeah, okay? Doesn't matter how many cups given this person, they just spill, okay? It's a void. This person needs to do the inner work to heal. You can't help them with that, okay? In the past, for some of you, you may have tried to save this person, but they need to do the work themselves, and you can't concern yourself with this, okay? You are the blueprint. You have bigger and better things coming in, and you have places to be. You have people to meet. There's something here that you're being called to, so don't let someone hold you back. You slowing yourself down, you waiting on a person is not helping their journey, okay? So I don't know who needs to hear that, but I feel the sensation of guilt. Someone may have tried to make you feel guilty for not being there, for not helping them. But the thing is, it doesn't matter how much you give to this person, there is a void, there is a vacuum. They have to do the inner work. You can't save them, Pisces. They have to save themselves. Don't take that on as your responsibility. Yeah, someone wanted to guilt you into staying, or guilt you into saving them, or guilt you into helping them. But this person is a snake. Again, Pisces, like that story of the frog and the scorpion. That scorpion doesn't care if it drowns in the process. It's like this instinct or this, they have to do the inner work to change that about themselves, because they don't care if they sabotage themselves. They're going to sabotage you in the process. And if you connect to these people, you're going to be a part of their collateral damage. Okay, so cut them off. Spirit doesn't want their energy to spill into your life because you did the work to clean up your act. Pisces, you worked on yourself, you healed yourself, and it's not fair that someone comes in and just messes everything up. And that's when you have to learn the lesson of boundaries. If you consider yourself to be a good person, okay, but you don't have the right boundaries, bad things happen to good people because the lesson is boundaries. Okay, so Yeah, okay, psychic powers, wild card, your privacy is your protection. Don't allow this person, Pisces, the space or the access to betray you, okay, to backstab you or to manipulate you in some way. Holy Spirit, clarify wild card. What do you want Pisces to know about wild card? Eight of Swords in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. Clarify wild card, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know? Six of Swords. Eight of Cups in the reverse. The Hermit. And the Ace of Swords in the upright. There's a lot of swords coming in. Pisces, I'm getting here that you did something that no one was expecting. You walked away when someone thought that you were going to lean in or that you were going to get attached. It's almost like someone tried to manipulate your behavior, or someone thought that by playing games, they were going to get you to act in a certain way or they were going to pull you closer. It's almost like someone playing games or doing something because they think that it's going to get you to chase them, but in reality, it does the entire opposite and you ended up walking away. So someone thought that by playing games, they were going to get you to lean in closer or that they were going to gain some kind of control over you, but in reality, it backfired. They played these games because they had an intention, okay? And with wild card, you did something that this person wasn't expecting. You did something unpredictable. When they thought that you were going to get attached, when they thought that you were going to lean in and chase them, you actually walked away. Okay, so you did the entire opposite of what they thought you were going to do. And this is why they're shocked. Okay, their mind is still spiraling, their mind is still spinning because they got the opposite result of what they intended to do because they used manipulative behavior. Okay, emotional manipulation. They tried to manipulate your emotions by either getting you to chase them or getting you to lean closer. I don't know what they did, Pisces, but they played games because they wanted to gain control over you. But the thing is, you surprised them and you just walked away. You exited their life. And now, okay, I keep hearing the verse of the song, say something, I'm giving up on you. Now you're not saying anything. So this person, Pisces, is almost like they've been locked out. They feel completely abandoned. They feel locked out. They feel on the outside of your life and they don't know where you are. They don't know what it is that you're up to. But the Six of Swords, they know that you moved on. And for some of you, Pisces, it's been a very big ego hit for this person because you're doing better without them and they know it. They can't deny it. Everybody around you sees it too. And the Eight of Swords in the reverse, this person thought that by playing games, they were going to keep you trapped in your own mind, that you were going to stay, that they were going to tie you down or bound you to them. But in reality, you realize that this was just a projection, this was just a reflection, and you are actually free. You didn't have to stay, you didn't have to play the game, you didn't have to follow through with their strategies, you didn't have to put up with that. Okay, so you realize that they were projecting that you were tied to them or that you were bound to something, but you freed yourself and you did something very unexpected. You walked away. Okay, that's the entire opposite of what this person thought you were going to do. Okay, they lack good judgment. Okay, the judgment is in the reverse. This is a major arcana. Yeah, their judgment is off about you. They misread the situation. They clearly don't know you, is what I'm getting here. And the more that you move away, Pisces, the more this person freaks out because now they realize you're not coming back. This wasn't a game to you, Pisces. When you leave, you leave. When you're done, you're done. You're not doing this to get this person to beg. You're not doing this to get this person to come in. You're not doing this to trigger this person or to upset them. You're just moving away because you feel like this person playing games was disrespectful to you. Okay, so Six of Swords, you're getting further and further away from this person and they can feel it. Some way, somehow, they were certain that you would stay or that you were going to come back. And now everything has backfired. And the Ace of Swords is saying, Pisces, you have clarity, and this person trying to cast illusions upon you, it didn't work. Your guidance, your intuition is way too advanced for you to fall for these games. And Pisces, for some of you, it may have been very disappointing because you didn't think that this person was that kind of a person. The Judgment in the reverse, this person is very immature. You may have given them too much credit. Okay, the Hermit, you have wisdom. You have wisdom, and what this person has is strategies and games. It doesn't compare. You're playing chess, they're playing checkers. Ace of Swords. This is why you're receiving a breakthrough and you're receiving some kind of information. And as you can see here, the light represents information, whereas darkness can represent ignorance or a lack of information. You're getting some kind of illumination. You're getting some kind of a breakthrough after going loops and loops and loops in your mind, trying to figure something out, you're about to receive a major breakthrough. For some of you, this is information. For some of you, it's a realization. For others of you, whatever the Ace of Swords is opening new doors. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify. Holy Spirit, what is this Ace of Swords for Pisces? What is this Ace of Swords for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know? Okay, Ten of Swords in the reverse. We start with the Ace and we end with the 10. This is the ending. A 10 is always a conclusion. It's always an ending. And the Ace is a 1. It's a beginning. So Pisces, you have officially started a new beginning in your life after a painful ending or a betrayal. Ten of Swords is the most painful card in the tarot. And in the original tarot deck, this is depicted as someone who has 10 swords stabbed through their... They're literally just laying on the ground. There's no more swords that can fit on that back. If not, other people would stab them with more swords, but no more swords fit. It means, Pisces, that you really went through the ringer. And with the Ten of Swords being the ending, the conclusion, and the Ace of Swords being a brand new beginning, you made it out of something, Pisces, and you may have not made it out alive. A certain side of you or a part of you may have had to die for this new version of you to be birthed. But there's been a lot of energy, a lot of work that's been invested in you, Pisces, by the divine. It's almost like the divine created a prototype out of you. Like you are the first one, you are the... Yeah, you're the first prototype. You're the first example. You're trailblazing a new path. You're the first to do this. But yes, okay, some of you, you didn't make it out alive. A part of you literally had to die in this Ten of Swords. And now with the Ace of Swords, you're starting a new beginning with clarity, with truth. And with you are the blueprint, you're the first to do this. This path hasn't been trailblazed. This path didn't exist before you, is what I'm getting here, Pisces. You are trailblazing the path as you go forward. And the Ace of Swords talks about a breakthrough, information, clarity, truth. New ideas, clarity, an aha moment, truth revealed, awareness, and heightened states of consciousness. Pisces, one of the first messages that came in with psychic powers is that you're literally receiving upgrades. So if you need to rest, if you need to distance yourself from certain energies, if you need more time, if you're feeling more sensitive to certain things around you, is because you're literally getting upgrades, okay? Heightened states of consciousness, memory or thought, communication, victory, success, triumph, a stroke of genius. Massive clarity is on the way. A new door is opening up for you, often unveiling a life-changing idea or a significant spiritual breakthrough. Expect aha moments of lucidity to pierce through your awareness and to reveal a totally fresh vision for the future. As this essence spirals into comprehension, use this time to see things as they really are and tune into new beginnings. The quiet insight of the unconscious mind is being made available for you. So you may experience a rapid expansion as your conscious mind integrates this newfound information. Know that nothing can compete with the fierce rays of wisdom and truth. So if you are finding yourself with clouded judgment or with stalled thinking, it's time to seek the brightly lit energy of honesty. Gather your discernment, your intellect, your logic, and your insight, and clearly communicate the truth that is bubbling up to be witnessed. Your affirmation is, I experienced brilliant moments of clarity. Pisces, if you're waiting for answers, if you're waiting for clarity in your life, it is coming in, and it's coming in fast. Some of you Pisces, you're about to receive a breakthrough. You can see here, this is someone who's been going in loops for a while, okay? This is a spiral. It goes deeper and deeper and deeper, trying to solve that math equation, and finally, the light bursts through. There's some kind of breakthrough, there's some kind of information that comes in, and Pisces, you're about to get a major breakthrough in your life that's going to connect all the dots. Things that you didn't understand why they happen, things that you didn't understand how, like what it meant or how it connects to your life, how it relates. Everything is going to start to make sense after this breakthrough. Okay, so I don't know for who that message is for, but with Wild Card, stay unpredictable, change up your routines, change up your actions. If you feel, Pisces, that the energy no longer resonates with you, stay private and don't let someone project their own illusions or their own limitations onto you. Yeah, Eight of Swords in the reverse to the Judgment in the reverse. This person's judgment is clouded. So why would you want to take their opinion as your own or their truth as your own? Okay. First, this person was trying to keep you trapped. This person really loves your energy, and it's almost like they wanted to put you in their pocket. Okay. They wanted you to feel trapped or bound, trapped in your own mind, trapped in your own head. But in reality, with the Six of Swords, they actually pushed you in the right direction. When they thought that their games were going to get you to stay or were going to trap you, it actually did the entire opposite. You walked away and you moved forward, and now this person doesn't have a hold on you. Yeah, Pisces, you've moved too fast or too far away from their reach. Okay, and this person is now spiraling because they don't know what to do. They did this, Pisces, or they played these games because they thought it was going to have the opposite effect of what it did. So their strategies, their games backfired. The trap they set for you, they ended up falling in that trap. Eight of Cups in the reverse. They regret pushing you away and they regret playing games because it caused you to walk away. Eight of Cups in the reverse is the card of regret. Okay, the Hermit. You have a lot of wisdom, Pisces, and the information that you need is already within you. It's already within you. You don't even need the lantern. You already have your own inner light. Pisces, whoever it is that I'm channeling for, you feel more at peace when you're by yourself. Some of you, you may do better work when you're by yourself. It's almost like other people's energy, other people's noise. It distracts you from what's important, okay? It takes your mind or your focus away from the things that you need to be doing or the things that you need to be working on. The Hermit is card number 9. That is a number of conclusions. There's something here that you're wrapping up, Pisces, and people can feel it. Six of Swords, transitions, help arriving at the perfect time, rites of passage, healing, moving beyond trauma or shadows of the past, support from others, personal evolution, a spiritual transition or journey. You are moving through a period of realignment and things can feel turbulent during these times of transition. Trust that a better future awaits you on the other side of this change. Maybe you're going through a rite of passage or an intense spiritual transformation. These experiences are profoundly personal, and you may feel alone right now. Even when it is difficult to accept assistance from others, remain open to receiving help from the most unexpected of places. Allow the gentle support of the universe to move you through this ocean of evolution and lean towards the silver linings on the horizon. More sunshine, yes, please. Sometimes we find ourselves adrift because we think we're ready to move on, but our heart is still anchored to the past. What old chapter needs to be closed? Chase guidance in the form of renewed hope and get ready to explore fresh beginnings on the opposite side of shore. The affirmation is, I accept help as I easily cross this transition. Pisces, I'm getting a very important message here. Some of you in the past may have experienced turbulent change or chaotic change or change that was forced. And this time around, this is not the case. This is going to be smooth sailing. All you have to do is get on the boat. You don't even have to sail. You don't have to row the boat. Your guides are going to carry you through this ocean. Okay, easy sailing is what I just heard. Yeah, Pisces, all these birds represent messages, and it is your guidance coming in. These are your guides around you. Receive messages or synchronicities through birds. Okay, we have the raven or the crow here. Those are very intelligent birds. If you teach them, they know how to speak. Okay, they can even go find things for you. And yes, they're very intelligent animals. So just trust, Pisces, that you're in good hands. Clarify the Six of Swords. What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? Any more messages for Pisces about the Six of Swords? You're leveling up, okay? The Empress, Pisces, where you're going has nothing to do with where you've been, okay? There's going to be a very drastic transition. You see how this card's a little bit gloomy, okay? Look how beautiful this card is. You're moving into the most abundant period of your life, where all the manifestations you've been working on are about to be birthed, okay? So trust that this transition is necessary for the things that you want and where it is that you're headed. Okay, this is a very beautiful energy, Pisces, because the Empress is literally the most abundant card in the deck. It's all 4 queens in one, and it talks about birthing. It talks about manifestation and bringing things from the 5D into the 3D, making something physical, something that was once a dream, something that was once a wish or a hope or a desire becomes your reality. And the Empress is card number 3. Mind, body, and spirit, mind, body, and soul coming into alignment to bring in a manifestation. What are your messages for Pisces when it comes to the Six of Swords? What is your message for Pisces when it comes to the Six of Swords? What do you want Pisces to know about the Six of Swords? Scared of you. Pisces, okay. Some people are afraid of how fast you level up or how you're able to change up or how you're not afraid to move on. Okay, so this gives people fear because a lot of people are attached to an identity, they're attached to a comfort zone, and they don't understand how you easily shift so fast, how you can level up so quickly, how you can just let go. Okay, some people, they perceive that you don't care, but that's not the truth. You do care, Pisces, but you know the end goal, and because you understand the end goal, it's easier for you to let go. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Give me a few more messages for the Six of Swords. What do you want Pisces to know about the Six of Swords? Reconcile. Pisces, yeah, you're moving away, you're moving forward, you're leveling up, and someone here is now wanting to make amends, wanting to pull you back in, and that's just not, yeah, Pisces, you're out of reach, okay? You're out of reach. You're already in movement, you're already in motion, and this person, they tried to trap you. Okay? They wanted you to feel imprisoned, they wanted you to feel bound, they wanted you to feel like you were stuck. Okay? Their lack of better judgment pushed you away. About the Six of Swords. You want Pisces to know about the Six of Swords. Just gonna go ahead and pull one more message, and then we're gonna move into the extended. What is the Six of Swords for Pisces, Holy Spirit? What do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know? Clarity. Pisces, this shift, this move, this level up that you're being called to make or to embark on is going to give you so much clarity. Some of you Pisces, it doesn't matter how much you prayed, how much you meditate, how much you tried to clear your mind. It's almost like there was some kind of a cloud around you. And it wasn't your cloud, it was other people's cloud. It's almost like you were in an environment or in a state of mind that was influenced by other people, to where you were picking up their confusion, you were picking up their doubts, you were picking up their fears. And it's almost like the environment was very gloomy. So just know that this wasn't coming from you. You're naturally a happy, uplifted, positive person, but because you're so receptive to the energies around you, you may take on that energy, and that gloominess you may think is coming from you, but it's coming from your environment and it's coming from other people. So this move, this shift, this level up is going to bring crystal clear clarity into your life, and we have a double confirmation. Okay, the Ace of Swords is literally a breakthrough of clarity. There's a big breakthrough coming into your life, and Spirit wants you to be ready. Okay, it's not going to be hard, it's not going to be chaotic, it's not going to be messy, it's not going to be something that you don't want to do or something that you're forced into. This is not the case. It's going to be a very smooth transition, and Spirit wants you to accept the help. Don't think that you have to do it all yourself. Okay, yeah, Six of Swords. Help coming from the most unexpected of places. Pisces, I'm going to head over to Patreon for the extended. For the ones of you that do resonate, the link is down below. We're going to look into psychic powers. What upgrades are coming into your life? What is it that you don't see coming? Spirit's final guidance and advice. Blessings, Pisces. Take care.